Mindfulness was a fundamental component of DBT and an essential tool for Michael. I taught him meditation and practice, paying attention to the present moment. By becoming more aware of his thoughts and feelings, Michael learned to respond to them more effectively, which overall increased his well-being. So, for example, one of the tools of mindfulness is you have the client sit and you have them breathe in to the count of 3, hold it for 3 seconds, breathe out to the count of 3, and it's called boxed breathing. And then in between, you have the client saying, here, and then do the breathing cycle, here, and then do the breathing cycle again. So this enables to have the client really hone in on the present moment, because all too often our clients with substance and alcohol use issues are all over the map. They're, regretting things that happened yesterday. They're worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow. They have anxiety about it. They feel like they're ineffective in even facing the day. So this is where mindfulness and meditation really help a client focus right on the here and now. And especially for clients with alcohol and substance abuse, as I stated, this is an important goal because usually they're all over the place. In addition, mindfulness helped Michael become more aware of his automatic negative thoughts of self-criticism, which then in turn produced negative emotion. So, for example, Michael often would say, I'm so stupid, I can't believe I did this. And this is where I would use a tool called the thought record. I'd have him write down his negative thought. I'd have him rate, how does he feel on a scale of 1 to 10? And then intervene with something more positive, meaning changing that negative statement to a more realistic one, like, oh, I didn't know because I didn't have the information. And then rate the feeling. Oh, instead of on a scale of 1 to 10 feeling 8 depressed, now I only feel level 3 depressed. So using the thought records for clients to start tracking their negative thoughts and also to start challenging them helps them to lessen their self-criticism and their judgmental attitude towards themselves. Another example or tool are self-soothing exercises, such as taking a bath, listening to calming music, especially when he would feel overwhelmed. Michael at times would get into these cycles of ramping up. Like, Dr. P, I'm going to get fired from my job, and so-and-so hasn't called me back, and I'm worried. Like, I think I really do need to drink some alcohol because this isn't working. And I was like, okay, Michael, let's slow down. What's something self-soothing? Sometimes it could be as simple as just having a client just rub their hand and arm in session. And immediately their physiological response lessens. Another practical exercise is called the raisin exercise. And you could use raisins or a grape or a piece of bread or any just little bite of food. And what you do is have the client, in this case, I had Michael have him close his eyes and chew the raisin as slow as he could. And the part of this DBT skill is to go through all the senses. So what did he see when he put the raisin in his mouth? How did it feel to touch it? What was his experience in tasting the raisin? What did it smell like? And when a client uses all these emotions in this DBT skill, and specifically through using food, it really helps slow them down. And this exercise has been used a lot with people who have eating disorders. Because again, just as alcohol is a compulsion disorder, so is food addiction. And this DBT skill of mindfulness really helps slow things down. And usually clients who are alcohol drug addicts are just like a pinball machine. They're all over the place. Like this situation happens and they react and they don't respond. And that's another skill that I work with and teach clients. So, for example, he was in a situation, a discussion with his father. He got triggered. He got upset by something his father said, and he reacted by attacking his father verbally. So I said, okay, let's now look at this situation, and I want you now to respond. And at first, he's like, well, I don't understand the difference. Well, responding is not attacking. Dr. Marsha Lanahan, the inventor of DBT, talks about don't attack. So responding is more being mindful and careful of your words. So you're not attacking, but you're saying how you feel. So, Dad, I really didn't like what you said. That's responding. And usually with responding, we're taking a minute in between, or maybe a few seconds in between. We're pausing. But usually reacting is like this, and responding is, okay. We're taking our time. And then we're less likely to attack. And the conversation goes much better.